Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about something that I've always loved to rant about when we're covering certain channels, but I've never given a dedicated segment to. And now I've got a video for us to watch here that gives us the perfect opportunity to rant about it specifically. You know how I always point out the types of products that popular grifter right-wing pundits like to sell? Think the Quartering and Matt Walsh. Or think the brand Black Rifle Coffee. One of the things I've always loved to rant about is how it's always coffee. And I've explained the reason for that. It's cheap to produce, it's addictive, because caffeine, it's finite and depletes quickly, because you gotta have your cups of coffee every day, and when you run out, you gotta buy more. And on top of that, you grind it, you seal it, you can keep coffee on shelves sellable for months and months and months as, demand rises and falls. It's a really easy business strategy to start selling something if you've got some money to put down. Famously. And so all these right-wing grifters sell coffee. The Quartering has his own coffee brand. I don't know if you guys know that. We've all heard of Black Rifle Coffee, right? But there's countless other grift conservative products that really kind of prey on this conservative cultural lifestyle that right-wing Americans have, and even abroad, and get them to spend their money on more expensive conservative brand versions of things they could buy far cheaper and, frankly, probably better build quality anywhere else. I thought we'd a look at this video by YouTuber Saji Sharma. Not going to watch the whole thing because I want you guys to go check out the whole thing once, we watch a little bit of it here. But I wanted to review a little bit of it because it's talking about how he tried a bunch of different conservative products so we don't have to. And I've never seen a serious review of these products from a non-biased perspective, so I thought we'd give it a look. Might end up enjoying. Link to the original video down below, by the way, but with all that said, if you like this one, leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you want to see more. Join the fan Discord too if you haven't already. That said though, guys, let's get right into it, shall we?
Happy holidays. No, sorry. That's that woke bullshit. What I meant to
True.
say was happy holiday. Because as far as conservatives are concerned, there's only one holiday that we should be celebrating around these parts. Christmas. The war on Christmas was a huge fiasco started by Christian nationalists who believe that white Christian...
I'm sorry, but I celebrate Science Miss, and I wait for Charles Darwin to woke his way down my chimney and deliver science textbooks under my Science Miss tree.
Culture is being erased because of diversity and inclusivity, when in reality, white people just can't share the spotlight. I've eaten dinner with a white Christian family before. I know how hard it is for you guys to share. Yes, I already made that joke in a reel I made. It's a good joke and it's mine, so I'm allowed to reuse it. But the war on Christmas propaganda was like a 2021 thing. It's not necessarily specifically all that relevant anymore. Sure, white people are still afraid they're being replaced and still think that their culture is being threatened, but you don't really hear about the war on Christmas anymore. Conservatives are...
It's true. There were a couple of Fox News segments, and I covered one on stream. It was a fun little Christmas-themed bit, but they have more or less dropped that whole thing. I think people's concerns have gone way into the important issues as of late, compared to just the nonsense culture war stuff. Complaining about woke video games and movies just ain't hitting like it used to. It doesn't hit when people can't even afford to go to the movies or play video games, you know? Like, when people have an option to vote with their wallet, that's when they want to have that's when they have the privilege to care about stupid shit like this, like the war on Christmas or woke video games. Right now, people are concerned about whether or not they'll be able to pay rent next month.
A lot more upfront with their opinions now instead of hiding behind their Christmas tree. And also, Trump literally ended the war on Christmas this year, so of course people aren't talking about it. God bless America. I guess we can add that one to the list of wars Trump has ended. Yes, I used that joke in my reel too. What are you gonna do about it? I'm certainly not insecure that I can only make a certain amount of jokes per...
Ironically, Trump basically possibly just started war with ISIS, I guess, literally yesterday, or the day before yesterday, which was after this video came out. So, irony.
Week or per day, I've really only capped at 5 good jokes per week, and, I do feel insecure about it. Now, I know the war on Christmas isn't and never was a real thing, but what if it was real. A real thing. What if the war on Christmas is about something else entirely that isn't even related to religion or left versus right? What if the real war on Christmas is a war on the working class and is actually about how the Trump economy is making Christmas more unaffordable for all Americans? Families are spending more because of
Wasn't just Christmas either, it was also Thanksgiving. The, government standard of a full Thanksgiving dinner literally got reduced by, I want to say 2 or 3 items or something like that. It's at least 2 items. So the average Thanksgiving dinner shrunk significantly because people couldn't afford to have a big sprawling Thanksgiving dinner like they normally would. They had to cheap out on Thanksgiving, which must be just the worst feeling. Right? How are the Trump supporters in the family going to defend Trump at the Thanksgiving dinner table when everyone knows there's less food this year at the table? You know what I mean? It's got to be an awkward context.
Tariffs caused by Trump's pointless trade war. Wage growth is remaining stagnant. Unemployment rates are rising. Rent, copays, mortgages, car payments, and utilities are all unaffordable. Trump is literally...
I don't know, guys. It's like Trump said, I'm pretty tired of winning.
The Grinch that stole Christmas, except instead of green, he's orange. But conservatives and Trump supporters are still convinced that Christmas is saved by the ghost of Christmas past himself. Trump is still believed to be the working class champion, no matter how many billionaires he cozies up to. Trump's conservatism and MAGA America...
Not really. I mean, guys, it's easy to get lost in the doom, but if you look at Trump's approval ratings, if you look at the polling, hell, if you look at the election results in the elections that have been happening in the last few months, no, actually, they are not continuing to defend it. The continuously shrinking cult will always defend it, but it just keeps shrinking. The fact is that the people who defend this are getting quieter or they're getting smaller.
America is said to be the political movement of the working class. So today, we're going to be putting that to the test by buying some Christmas presents. But not just any Christmas presents. Conservative Christmas presents.
Hell yeah.
I.e. anti-woke, masculine,
hell yeah, brother.
Republican representing, fascist befriending, and cheap Christmas presents. Because what better way to find out if conservatives really care about the working class people, the disabled veterans, the elderly and sick, than by trying the products that they use their propaganda to sell to those very same people. Are they affordable? Are they good quality? Are they made in America? Hell, are they not?
I would advise you do not put anything they recommend into your body. Don't buy Brain Force and take it. It might have RFK brainworms in them.
Based in lies and therefore entirely just one big scam. We're gonna get to the bottom of all of it and find the true meaning of Christmas. What if Christmas is just some dude? I don't know, what if he's just like a guy?
Maybe. What if Christmas is all you can say after you learn all the information that can be known in the universe? Some theorize it's Halloween, but I think it's Christmas.
Now, I made a post before I sat down to write this video asking if anyone had any recommendations of businesses with crazy conservative branding to try. And a lot of people were voicing concerns that they didn't want me to give my money to any of these conservative companies or businesses. And I think that that is totally understandable. However, I'd like to provide a disclaimer that the purpose of this video is to educate viewers about Trump's economy, MAGA propaganda, and how ultimately this working class pro-American messaging is not working class, nor is it pro-American. I also hope to spread...
You have to imagine that a lot of these grift products that right-wing chud propagandists sell have to have taken a hit since Trump's economy went to hell, right? Who's buying Black Rifle coffee when some cheap Folgers is an option? Right? Or do all the people who voted Trump and buy into that stuff, are they just somewhat shielded from this because they were so privileged in the first place that they might not even feel this economy? Hard to say.
Awareness about
I'd assume they have to have seen a drop in their sales and a drop in their profits to follow.
a few of these companies whose messaging might fly under the radar. Maybe you already buy from one or more of these businesses or businesses like them and have no idea of their true intent. So while yes, I am giving them my money, It's in hopes that you won't. Or at the very least, my bad review of these products will do more damage to these companies than whatever benefit my money helped them gain. Now, the first product we're talking about is Henson Shaving. And this one I actually do insist you support because they're the sponsor of today's video.
Okay, I was about to say, I hear this I hear this company sponsoring YouTubers all the time. I was gonna say, oh god.
For sponsoring this video.
Thank you.
Now, the first real conservative product that we're looking at is made by a company called Jocko Fuel. Owner and founder of Jocko.
Oh no! Oh my god. Oh. We've got an emote of that man in my chat. It's fucking Jocko. It's actually insane how perfect everything about him is. Like, Jocko Willink really is like a cartoon character brought to life. You know what he's a Baki character brought to life. It's like if you could just rip a character off the pages of a Baki manga and make him real. That's Jocko Willink. He's an ex-Navy SEAL. He's absolutely fucking monstrously jacked and tall. He's got a voice that sounds like it could shake tables and glasses of water from a distance. He's very, like, discipline is all that matters. And he gives, like, admittedly quite good motivational speeches, but his whole thing is being, like, giga ultra chad masculine, and he does, in fact, sell a lot of merch. I don't know if he's selling, like, Brain Force type stuff, but I bet he sells a bunch of workout gear and, like, off-roading gear and stuff like that.
Fuel Jocko Willink is a Navy SEAL veteran. Him and his company sell energy/protein/supplement products.
So he is getting into that grift, I see.
That push the military alpha male hustle grind set messaging. Now, where does the conservative messaging come in? Well, a lot of it you can see when you read between.
The only supplement I respect, I guess besides like vitamin, like actual vitamin supplements, is Lock and Load, which is a vitamin supplement that is made up of all of the like iconic Reddit meme like vitamins that supposedly make people shoot massive loads, just enormous loads. So it's cum pills. They make people cum, apparently. That is hilarious. But other than that, these supplements all tend to be, well, just kind of nothing from what I understand. And at best, they'll not hurt you. The fact is they're not regulated by the FDA. They aren't treated like any kind of medicine insofar as how they're checked and verified. And as far as the federal government is concerned, if you choose to put a supplement in your body, whatever consequences you face, if it's not healthy for you, or it doesn't actually do what it promises, that's on you.
Between the lines. In the branding, there's a lot of hardened military themes going on. Hard work, clean fuel, no excuses. Like, brother, I'm just going to this Pilates class with my girlfriend because she says I need to get out of the house. It's really not that deep. Although Pilates is actually way harder than it looks, so maybe it is that deep. You can also get a taste of some of the messaging when you realize that Chris Pratt is part of...
Protein powder is good though, but think about it. Do you think Jocko Willink's whey protein powder is special? Or do you think you're just paying like $8 extra for Jocko's name on it? Like, come on. Like, you can get a bag, okay, let me tell you this. I buy Mass Gainer, chocolate Mass Gainer mix from Dynamize. I think that's the name of it, Dynamize, I think it's spelled like that. I buy a massive, like, gallon-sized bag, or no, I'd say it's like a 2-gallon-sized bag for $60 per 2-gallon-sized bag of Mass Gainer whey protein. Yeah, Mass Gainer mix, I should buy that. Yeah, it's insane. It's like, you mix it with milk. It's like, you mix 16 ounces of milk with 2.5 scoops of Mass Gainer, and you get, I shit you not, it's like 1,650 calories in one drink. And like, it's something like 50 grams of protein in that one drink. Quite a few carbs. So obviously if you're, like, it's for bulking, dude. Like, it is straight up liquid bulk. It's good stuff.
Owner of Jocko Fuel.
Okay, guys, it's 10:30 a.m. and I still haven't eaten. I do the intermittent fasting thing. I'm still burning fat from that workout today. I feel good. I have energy. And it's usually right around this time that I have a Jocko Go.
Now, Chris Pratt isn't publicly conservative and doesn't publicly endorse people like Donald Trump, but everyone knows, right? Chris, we can see the people you're following. He just doesn't want to come out of the conservative closet because
he's in the closet, I was just about to say.
He doesn't want to lose his career, like that one actor. The one who played Shazam? See, I can't even remember his name. Anyway, point being, the only way for Chris Pratt to show his advocacy is secondhand, by promoting and taking stakes in the companies that do advocate for the same beliefs that he does. Which brings me to the more upfront conservative messaging. Owner and face of the company, Jocko Willink, has been on the Joe Rogan podcast. He's endorsed Tulsi Gabbard, Pete Hegseth, RFK, and is very publicly showing his support for Trump. And a lot of Jocko fans are actually unhappy about this, because the company tended to stay out of mainstream politics in the past, and a lot of people think that Trump is actually a direct antithesis to seemingly everything Jocko says and stands for. I loved his message of humility, owning up to mistakes we make and learning from them.
Well, a lot of these big conservative public figures will say anything because they know it sounds reasonable to the broad audience. They get you on board, and then they start spilling bullshit to you. Then they start trying to brainwash you. But of course they get you on board by saying something reasonable. Bullshit artists, of course, know how to say things that are objectively reasonable to get reasonable people to take them seriously before they start spewing their bullshit. That's pretty standard fare.
His support for MAGA obviously conflicts with his message in almost every way. I wonder if he can see it yet, or if he will ever have the courage to own up to it. I used to be such a big fan of Jocko. I listened to his podcast, I bought his books, but his endorsement of Trump and Hegseth and RFK Jr. has made me sick to say that I used to support him. When I was first doing research into Jocko, I thought that he came off as a well-meaning and experienced individual who just wants people to conquer, struggle, and live their best lives, giving advice on discipline and intention. Really the self-help route. But all of this falls flat on its face when you're on Fox News the next day, giving into the most ridiculous propaganda.
On what you just heard there from AOC, do you think Republicans are radicalizing young men?
No, actually, I would say the opposite. I think that it's actually the left-wing radicals that have done more to push young men towards conservative, because they've been telling for the last several years, they've been saying that these young men are evil, that competition is bad, that hard work is bad, that the military is bad, police are bad. They're saying that steak and V8 engines are bad.
Whoa.
That is not true, but does it surprise any of you that he would claim this? This is how a lot of dudes and conservatives feel, though. The vibes that they get is that this is what the left says, this is what the left believes. And if you say it enough, people start to believe that it's being said, or that it's a seriously believed thought process. But no, the left does not hate V8 engines and steak. As a matter of fact, I'm as lefty as it gets, and steak is my favorite food. If I could eat nothing but a pile of steak right now, cooked medium rare with a nice light seasoning on it, I would tear that shit apart without hesitation. Frankly, I wouldn't mind just shoveling it into my throat right off the plate. I love beef, bro. I love beef.
Oh, hey, I love my steak and my V8 engines.
Fuck
How
yeah.
dare you, Jocko Willink? Yeah, for some reason, some strange reason, Fox News brought on Jocko Willink to discuss regime change in Venezuela, deportation, and radicalization among young men. What makes him qualified to do this? Nothing. He's just promoting his brand. So let's get into said products and find out if the product is being carried by the messaging or if it actually holds up in quality. Let's go to Saji in his living room for more on Jocko Fuel, and specifically their product, Jocko Energy.
Thanks, Saji. Today we're trying the Jocko Go. It's their energy drink.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be basically like a Bang energy or something.
Let's see if this will focus for me. Focus, please, camera. I paid a lot of money for you. Real energy, zero crash. Let's take a look here. The flavor I got is...
Okay, zero crash. Does it have sugar or caffeine in it? If the answer is yes, if there's anything in it that gives you energy, it's gonna give you a crash. Heads up to literally anybody who has encountered that type of advertising.
mango passion fruit. That sounds really fun. Lots of flavor there. We'll see if it tastes good. No sugar, sugar-free, 10 calories. Although the font on the word calories is really, really hard to read. It doesn't even look like a word. It's all like bled together. I don't know. Right below
Well, no sugar doesn't mean no artificial sweetener.
10. Really hard to make out. So if I didn't know it said calories and I just read the...
And I would guarantee you, Jocko is an artificial sweetener bro. He's friends with Joe, like the weight loss or weightlifting bros worship artificial sweeteners because they can be 0 calorie, they can be very sweet, but like it's useful for adding non-harmful sweetness to your diet, to the taste of things. But I'm gonna guess this has some kind of artificial sweetener in it.
Number 10. I'd be really confused. What does 10 mean? Are there 10 of these that I should drink? Who knows? Let's see what else it says. Discipline equals freedom. Nootropic formula. That's a made-up word.
Motto.
Naturally sweetened, sugar-free, keto. Thank God I'm on my keto.
Naturally sweetened, sugar-free?
Keto diet. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's just give it a go, shall we?
Does it have any caffeine in it? It's gotta have caffeine, right?
Okay, nice, clean, crisp open. Smells like sugar, so they're probably lying there. Mango passion fruit smell.
It's got artificial sweetener in it.
How
I don't think natural sweetener means anything. Like, I don't think that actually means anything. That's a buzzword, so I'm pretty certain they're just using some kind of, like, sugar alternative.
much caffeine does it say it has? 95 milligrams, which...
Okay, well, there you go. How much does that have compared to a Monster? That's usually... Boo, 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 boo. Caffeine, caffeine, caffeine. Do, 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 do. Where do they put that shit on here? I feel like that should be a lot more obvious. Well, shit. Either I'm blind, or they really hide it on here. You know what? It'll probably just be faster to Google it. They do not want you to know how much caffeine is in a Monster. Oh wait, no, here it is. Caffeine from all sources, 160 milligrams per can. Okay. Alright, that seems like a lot more than what this has.
Smells like sugar, so they're probably lying there. Mango passion fruit smell, check. How much caffeine does it say it has? 95 milligrams, which isn't,
Okay, so it's like half of what a Monster has. I'm gonna guess it's not gonna be even half as potent.
a lot. I feel like you see a lot more on your average energy drink show.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Let's give it a taste. Okay, interesting. Now, I drink your average energy drink. I drink
I'm like imagining it tastes like Fresca.
Red Bulls. I've tried a Celsius. I've tried like the majority of the mainstream energy drinks, and this is honestly, if I'm gonna be so honest here, which, you know, it's very easy for me to rag on these brands and just kind of be like, oh, they're conservative, they're not good, which I could do. But this is, it honestly has a really terrible aftertaste.
That's a hard thing to nail, to be honest. Like, energy drinks almost always have a weird aftertaste. That's why I can't go with anything other than Monster Original. It's the only one with an aftertaste I can stand. Especially, like, the White Monster. When I drink White Monster, like, I can't stand my own breath immediately after I've drank some. The aftertaste is terrible. And that's most energy drinks. They also, like, they'll leave a weird texture in your mouth sometimes. If you know what I'm talking about. Like, have you ever had, like, an energy drink that's just, like, weirdly sweetened, maybe? And it just makes the inside of your mouth feel funny after you drink it?
It kind of doesn't taste good at all. And I'm really happy in saying that, because I was hoping that they weren't going to be good, because I didn't want to lie to you guys and be like, these brands are conservative brands, you know, bad people, blah, 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 they support Trump. but their product tastes good, and I'm kind of happy that this tastes like shit. It has the flavor of the mango, of
As
the
expected.
passion fruit, but it kind of tastes watered down as well. It's very like bland. Like you have your first sip and you get the taste of the fruit, but then right after it goes away and it just tastes like...
Well, yeah, it's because their gimmick is they don't use real sugar. They're using artificial sweeteners.
like a Sprite that's uncarbonated. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like an uncarbonated Sprite mixed with a little bit of mango passion fruit, if that Sprite has been diluted with water. Jocko Go, real energy, zero sugar. I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10, maybe a 5. And you know, honestly here, I don't drink energy drinks for the taste, but if I did, this would be the last one that I go for. And it doesn't have a lot of caffeine in comparison to other energy drinks, so I wouldn't drink.
True. Yeah, listen, if I'm getting an energy drink, I want to gigadose myself with caffeine. Otherwise, I'd be having a coffee.
Drink it for the reason of the energy. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a solid 5.5 out of 10. Back to you, Saji.
Thanks, Saji. Okay, the next product that we have on the list is made by a company called For Patriots.
Oh boy.
Which means that it's for Patriots. If you didn't catch that, it doesn't mean that there's only 4 Patriots alive today. That would be ridiculous and utterly stupid if that was your initial thought when you heard the word For Patriots. Probably doesn't help that I'm putting up the number 4. For Patriots is pretty blatantly conservative, so if you got fooled by this one, I don't know what to tell you. They've been advertised on places like Fox News, where they sell their doomsday prep products like power generators, survival kits, and emergency food. In case, you know, the libs in the world. Why do I need emergency?
It's so shameless. Like, what's so sad about the conservative culture side of things is that it's just a bunch of sharks grifting off of the minnows. And all the minnows are conservatives. It's just wealthy assholes taking advantage of and scamming everyone else on their side constantly. And then when the left calls it out, the people getting scammed defend it and double down on getting scammed.
Emergency survival food. You've probably seen enough in your life to know it's not a matter of if something will happen. It's a matter of when. And when it does, we need to be ready. Your family depends on you to think ahead about what's coming. Me? Be that store.
You ever watch that show, Doomsday Preppers? Just see the absolute lunatics on that show? There are some wacky people on there. My favorite is the guy who transformed his family-owned, inherited, little local amusement park into a prepper's haven. Like the putting course, all of the obstacles in the putting course are reinforced with steel and rebar and are fully bulletproof. Like, you can use them as cover against, like, high-velocity armor-piercing munitions, and use, like, every little wall and, like, funny decoration is, like, bulletproof against, like, really high-caliber rounds, and can be used as a place to take cover. And he's, like, constructed the whole park to have, like, perfect shooting angles to protect it, like, from outside intruders. And the whole thing is just a fortress to be defended by his family and friends if the world ever ends. And that guy is, like, the most reasonable, chill, well-adjusted guy I remember from the show.
Wildfires or floods, or, heaven forbids, something worse. What could be worse than natural disasters? Zombies. When the inevitable unhappy surprise comes, you may not be able to get more food to eat. Jesus Christ, you guys ever heard of a thesaurus? Unhappy surprise? Just say disaster. For Patriots profits off of selling the right-wing idea of apocalypse, end-of-world doomsday prep. And they even have AI videos to sell their products.
Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Mac and cheese that's good for 25 years.
Oh my god. Every time I see AI slop, it somehow manages to shock me how bad and how cringe it can be. Like, and we're at the point now where so much of what can be made with AI can look 100 times more realistic and compelling than this. So when you see some AI slop that's this obvious and people still fall for it or share it, it's extra bad. AI mac and cheese.
The lions are jealous. Sorry, guys, this bowl's mine.
Good thing I stocked up on 4 Patriot survival food. My neighbor Methuselah taught me to prep.
Thanks, Noah, who has the Ark. Now I know that you, a very real person, tried 4 Patriots products and enjoyed them.
Okay, so like, Christians in chat, there's a few of you. Using AI to depict something like this is satanic, right? Like, we all agree? Like if satanic behavior is a real thing, this is an example of it.
Along with all of the other animals on your Ark, I too shall buy 4 Patriots and enjoy their food. Saji, what product did we get?
Thanks, Saji. The next product we have to review is 4 Patriots. This one, so I really wanted to get the like home kit meals or whatever they had, where it's like you could have a meal last up to 25 years, I think it said. But it wouldn't
just buy MREs. Come on, we figured this out a long time ago.
Have been shipped to my house in time to make this video, so my only option were the emergency food bars. Emergency food bars. Lemon flavor. Let's take a look. Ready to eat, full of vitamins and minerals, 5-year shelf life, not 4.
Has anyone had, like, I want to say they would have been the late 2000s era military, US military rations before? The MRE rations that you, like, it's a little, like, dark green kind of pouch. You rip it open, and it's got, like, the little packets inside, and you pour the water in, and it does a reaction where it heats up, like, hot enough to burn your hand, and you move it around the packet, and then there's a little foil packet that you pull the food out of, and you, like, split that open, and you got like a little fork and knife and thing, and you can just like eat out of the packet, and it's like nice and hot and everything. The spaghetti one fucked so hard. Anyone here who's had the spaghetti one knows that's the one that fucks. That's the one I loved, was the spaghetti one, dude. Oh man, that one kept well.
4-year shelf life, but 5. If it was 4, it would have been more on brand with the 4 and 4 Patriots. Just to give some tips to you and your advertising team, whoever's watching. Directions. 4 Patriots emergency food bars are bundled in 3-day packs. Just break off a bar at a time and store the rest away for later. Each bar is 400 calories, and most people eat 1 bar as a meal.
Damn.
See about that. With 3 meals each day, because that's the average amount of meals that you got to eat each day. 3 meals, not 4. Ration.
I mean, these are literally meals made to like help you hit your macros and your total calorie count for the day. 400 calorie cookie coming with your bulking meal is pretty crazy. That's some pretty calorie efficient food, I have to admit.
Should be consumed within 5 years of the manufacturing date. Yeah, so actually, when you're watching this, it's been 5 years in the future. It's 5 years in the future, just so you guys know. Contents. Our food bars are a great tasting, non-thirst provoking product with an extraordinary 5-year shelf life. They are specially formulated for high stress situations. Thank God I'm stressed out of my fucking mind right now. Contains...
In their food bars, they're not even like MREs. That's what's so cringe about it. You can reuse the water in an MRE to like continuously, you can use like a cup of water to heat 1,000 MREs, right? Meanwhile, you can buy Jocko Willink blocks and enjoy your block slop instead, I guess.
No cholesterol, tropical oils, or peanuts. Shit, I mean, this just looks appetizing from looking at it. All the foil. Do I just... God damn, it's vacuum sealed. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's not right. It's not Ziploc. Looks like it just tear. Oh, okay. Well, that didn't... I have a pair of scissors, but I'd rather just, like, open it the way it was intended to be opened, I guess. But I guess we're going in with scissors. Okay. Oh, wow. Ooh. That smells like cornmeal.
It probably is.
It's like a very dry-looking...
I'm gonna guess it's cornmeal and animal fat. If you know what that more or less would be, then yeah, I think he's about to eat a suet brick.
Hard sponge.
Oh my god, it looks like a fucking suet brick, bro. That is totally animal fat and corn. He's about to eat a brick of bird food.
looking substance, but is actually very tough. Oh my god, that's like brick. Okay.
I hope it's just hardtack.
They killed SpongeBob. That's what it looks like. It looks like they murdered SpongeBob and put him in a
Guys, it looks like the suet bricks I feed my birds.
bag. Oh my god, that is... Okay, so there's 6, right? I did read it, but I didn't process what I was reading. It doesn't even say. Okay. It doesn't smell like lemon. It smells like flour. It just smells like straight up flour. Okay, so how do I... Oh my god. Do I just take the whole thing out of the bag?
Eat your Jocko brick.
Oh, SpongeBob, are you in there? Okay, they look like biscuits. Oh god. Oh. This is what we're working with.
That's gotta be a suet brick, bro.
The lemon bars from 4 Patriot. It's super bright. There's like a brownish crust on it. It looks like a bunch of biscuits. I'm spilling crumbs everywhere. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to break this. Oh! I think I broke my table. Wow, that was, okay. Try to break it again here. Do another piece. There's 6 pieces total. Or sorry, 9 pieces total. So it should last me, technically 9 times 5 is 45 years. Okay, we have our first lemon bar.
All right, eat your hardtack.
This is 400 calories. I wanted to look at the ingredients, but now that label is covered.
No, show me the ingredients, please.
Let's take a look here, what the ingredients consist of. Vegetable shortening, thiamine, niacin, iron, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, desiccated coconut. That word sounds evil. Okay, it contains soy, wheat, and coconut. Thank God I'm not allergic to any of these things on the list.
Okay, hold on. I think I know what I think it is suet, but it's not animal fat suet. I think they're using vegetable fat.
That label is covered in
vegetable
crumbs. Let's take a look here, what the ingredients consist of. Vegetable shortening.
Vegetable shortening. I think that's the binder. Vegetable, yeah, oh my god, I fucking called it. It's Crisco. I fucking called it, dude. It's a suet brick. It's Crisco suet. Oh my god. I saw it and I recognized it because it looked like the shit I feed my birds. It's corn and Crisco and a bunch of other, like, bullshit to help you it's literally bricks of fat and calories. Oh, man. My voice is high? Thank you for telling me to lower my audio. No one ever tells me when my audio's fucked. Thank you. I can't believe I called it, bro. I can't believe I called it. That's crazy.
Thiamine, niacin, iron, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, desiccated coconut. That word sounds evil. Okay, it contains soy, wheat, and coconut. Thank God I'm not allergic to any of these things on the list. Cheers. Oh. It does say on the label that I shouldn't feel thirsty.
I knew immediately I needed to look into that vegetable shortening thing because it was the top of the ingredients list, which means it's mostly that. So he's mostly just eating a block of Crisco, for reference.
Thirsty after I'm eating it, therefore it shouldn't be dry, but we'll see.
I think it won't make you thirsty thing is that it's low sodium, but it's made of fat, so it's gonna be a bit drying.
Okay, once you can get past the chalkiness consistency, you can kind of sort of taste the lemon. It smells,
I'm surprised it's not oily.
Initially, like just a bunch of flour. Then you go to take a bite, and it feels like you're biting into a brick of chalk. It's very hard to bite into. I feel so dirty. And then you chew, and it kind of falls into your mouth, into a pile of cornmeal and like flour. And then once you get past that part, Then you can start to taste
It's cornmeal, flour, and Crisco baked into a brick.
the lemon, which if you focus very carefully, you can taste the lemon. But once you initially get past all of that, it's not, oh God. Once you get past all of the chewing and it just is laying on your tongue and you can really start to soak up that lemon flavor, then it's not so bad. And it's actually not the driest thing in the world. Not what I was expecting. I kind of don't need a drink after this. I don't need a beverage, although I would like one. I don't need it. So they weren't lying about that. I guess if I was in a doomsday bunker and needed food, and this was my only thing I could eat, then I would rate it maybe an 8 out of 10. Considering the fact that I have a lot of other options for my lunch today, I'd give it a 3 out of 10. Which, to be fair, that's not how this
surprisingly
product was
high.
intended to be used. But if it was the only thing I had to eat, no. No. If it was the only thing I had to eat, I would eat nothing. I'm gonna be so real with you. It just tastes like I'm eating hardened flour with a hint of lemon. Back to you, Saji.
Well, I highly recommend that you guys check out the rest of this video and the other products that he reviews, because so far, I'd say this video has been a banger, but I don't want to just rip his whole video and steal his content, so make sure to click the link down below to go take a look at the rest of it yourselves, and leave a like I did, maybe even a comment. It really does help a lot, especially on my video. Like and comment if you end up enjoying it. Subscribe and ring the bell icon if you want to see more videos from me in the future, and don't forget to comment down below, Grift, to tell me you watched all the way to the end. It's be like our code word. But with that said, thank you for watching, and as always, I hope you have a good one.